Ladies and gentlemen, it is with a sense of weary inevitability that we observe yet another catastrophic decision from the Trump campaign, a decision that lays bare the intrinsic flaws of a leadership style driven by impulsiveness and a disdain for strategic coherence. The selection of J.D. Vance as Donald Trump's running mate for the 2024 presidential election is not just a misstep, it is an unmitigated disaster that underscores Trump's persistent inability to grasp the fundamentals of political strategy and effective governance. J.D. Vance, author of the widely read Hillbilly Elegy, once positioned himself as a critic of Trump, describing him in less than flattering terms. His eventual pivot to full-throated support is a case study in political opportunism. However, this pivot does not obscure the glaring deficiencies he brings to the ticket. Vance's selection is emblematic of Trump's haphazard approach to critical decisions, revealing a preference for headline-grabbing choices over those rooted in sound political calculus. To understand the gravity of this decision, we must first recognize the essential qualities of a successful vice presidential pick. Ideally, a running mate should complement the presidential candidate, filling in gaps in experience, appealing to crucial demographics, and helping to secure key electoral regions. Vance, however, fails to meet these criteria on multiple fronts. Firstly, consider the electoral landscape. Ohio, Vance's home state, has leaned Republican in recent cycles, and his presence on the ticket does little to further secure this state or to extend the campaign's reach into more contested territories. Trump already commands a loyal base in Ohio. What he needs is outreach into swing states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, regions where Vance's appeal is, at best, negligible. Moreover, Vance's political inexperience is a significant liability. His career in politics is nascent, marked more by his literary accomplishments than by substantive legislative or executive experience. This inexperience will likely become a focal point of criticism, providing ample ammunition for Trump's opponents to question the readiness and competence of the ticket as a whole. At a time when the country faces myriad complex challenges, the choice of a neophyte like Vance undermines the perceived seriousness and preparedness of the campaign. Then there is the matter of Vance's public persona and policy positions, which are polarizing to say the least. His comments on various social issues have sparked controversy, aligning with the most extreme elements of Trump's base but alienating moderate and independent voters. The fervent base that Vance might energize is already firmly in Trump's corner. What the campaign desperately needs is a bridge to the undecided and the disaffected, a bridge that Vance is singularly ill-equipped to provide. This decision, therefore, highlights a broader pattern in Trump's approach to leadership, one that is insular, impulsive, and fundamentally disconnected from the principles of sound political strategy. Trump's tenure has been marked by a series of decisions that prioritize spectacle over substance, loyalty over competence, and personal comfort over public good. The choice of Vance is a continuation of this troubling trend, a symptom of a campaign that operates in a bubble of its own making, isolated from the pragmatic counsel and strategic planning that are essential to a successful political endeavor. The implications of this choice extend beyond the immediate electoral consequences. It speaks to the chaotic nature of Trump's governance, a style that eschews detailed planning and coherent policy in favor of reactive, spur-of-the-moment decisions. This modus operandi is not only ineffective but dangerous, as it leaves the administration ill-prepared to address the complex, multifaceted challenges that define contemporary governance. In the end, the selection of J.D. Vance as a running mate is a microcosm of Trump's broader political ethos, an ethos that is erratic, insular, and ultimately self-defeating. It is a decision that may well energize the base, but fails to acknowledge the broader, more nuanced electorate that must be engaged to secure a victory in 2024. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the epitome of political malpractice, a decision that underscores the perilous trajectory of a campaign, and indeed an administration, that prioritizes loyalty and spectacle over competence and strategy.